everyone, welcome back to Miss China International Does. Today finally I am going to release the long-awaited Chinese beauty secrets. Before everything, I would like to make a disclaimer. This video is not sponsored, and everything that I talk about I have used and has been recommended by my own physician who are herbalist and alternative doctors. But I do recommend, since I'm not a medical professional, that you do talk to your doctors regarding the usage of them in combination of your current diet and or medical conditions. Now, without further ado, let's start. So today we want to focus about the internal side of the beauty, because in the Chinese medicine we believe that we're what we eat. So you might have seen in the movie like the circular shape circle that is white and black. So the white is yang, which means warmth, and the black is yin, which means the cool characteristics. And so as Chinese, we believe that any food, they have the characteristics, and that are divided into 4 different ways. One is warm, one is very warm, one is cool, one is very cool. So basically it's really just a cool and a warm, but they play a very important part of it. So for instance, like as we ladies, every time of that month, in the Chinese medicine, we believe that do not eat anything that has the cool characteristics. That does not mean like, it's something cold, like, iced tea, ice cream. But obviously, that's not recommended either. What I'm talking about is, let me give you an example. Persimmon, what do you think? And maybe you guys can leave in the comment below to tell me what you think, if persimmon is cool or warm. And I'll tell you in the comment later. But the fruits, fruits, vegetable, any kind of food and herbals, they have these characteristics, and everybody has to have the balance. And the balance is the key, because one person could have more in the yang side, one person could have more in the yin side. The symptoms are, for instance, like if you have cold hands, that means most likely you have like the cool body. So you need some warm food. And for instance, ginger. Ginger is a very good food. It's like a superfood. It's anti-inflammatory, and it's a wonder medicine for PMS for ladies, and it's a great medicine for cold and the flu and the sore throat. And I'm just using that as an example. And I will be including all the details about which food are the yin side, which food are the yang side, so that you can have like a chart to compare with. But I have mentioned that I take some of the food myself, so I wanted to show you like what are some of the favorite brands that I use, which I will also include in the links below. So ginger tea, this is my wonder medicine. Like it comes like in the small tubes, and I'm gonna show you like they come in those little sacks, and I usually just use up the whole sack and mix with hot water. Do not drink with ice water. I mean, you can wait for it to cool down, but do not drink with ice water, because to answer the question, like I said, this is the warmth food, and it's super good for cold weather, and also like for the stomach and the PMS. But I forgot to mention that Chinese medicine is something that cures the root, but it's not something that's gonna resolve an issue immediately. To give you an example, a friend of mine asked me about my secret, which I'll be happy to tell you about the Chinese secret about weight loss. So I recommended the herb to her, and a few months later I asked her, so what did you think about it? She said it didn't work. I'm like, well, what do you mean that it didn't work? And she said, well, I took it, and I asked her how long she took it. She said she only took it once. It's not a wonder medicine. It's not like you take painkiller and 30 minutes later, blink, and the pain goes away. It's gonna take persistency, and you have to believe in it. But like I said, do your research, talk to your physician, and see what works for you, because this is what works for me. And this ginger tea that I showed you is my favorite brand, but over the course I've tried different brands. This is actually one my friend got me from Japan. I think it's okay, but I don't think it has enough potency in terms of ginger. And then you'll see, like, in different Asian stores, you'll be able to find like different ginger tea. My key guideline is you can look for whatever, feel free to try, but do not buy the ones with ginger and honey. Only buy them with ginger and sugar and dark sugar, like black sugar we call, or dark brown sugar. Because dark brown sugar, it has the same warm characteristics as the ginger tea, but the honey has the opposite, the cool characteristics. So it actually just conflict each other out and doesn't do anything except for just taste good. That's my secret, and don't tell anyone. Oh, I had to kill you. So another secret, look at my beautiful hair. And this is my secret, the black sesame. And I will do it in like a separate episode about how to eat black sesame. And my hair is natural. I used to do hair modeling, so this is my beauty secret. And another thing is the rosebud tea, and I put it in a jar because it comes in a bag. And you see, this is like the real rosebud. I don't know if you can see here. But if you put it in the water, it will blossom. It's just like a real rosebud. And it depends on what you like. Some people put just the rosebud. Some people put it with honey. Some people put it with goji berry. It's your preference. It all has its good characteristics. Another thing that's super good for winter is the ginseng tea. This one is the Korean ginseng. I bought it in Chinatown. And this one is the American ginseng. So to tell you a little bit about the ginseng tea, when my grandma was dying, how as people get older, they seem to like get tired a lot and kind of get short on their energy. So this is what we gave to our grandma. And no kidding. Again, it's our experience, and I'm not a physician, but it actually lasted her longer. And the difference between the Korean ginseng and the American ginseng, again, is the yin and the yang. So the American ginseng, it's actually from Wisconsin. The American ginseng is more like the inside, which I would recommend, because the Korean ginseng is good, don't take me wrong, but it really depending on the balance. So if somebody has never tried it before, I would recommend the Wisconsin ginseng. So like I said, this is my first episode, and I really we believe that beauty comes from within, and we are what we eat. So the 101 is about the balanced food. I mean, obviously, the balanced diet and everything else. And but make sure that you subscribe to the channel below, and also leave in the comment section on what other beauty hacks that you would like to hear. I've got a lot, from fashion style and to like weight loss, to skincare routine, which I'm all about to release, but I know that some of you are anxious to hear about, especially the Chinese remedies. So stay tuned, and when you subscribe, make sure that you click on the bell so every time when a new video comes up, it will give you the alert. And I asked you the question about the persimmon earlier. So tell me what you think and what homework you did. We'll see if you did it correctly, if it's cool or if it's warm.